Good evening, everyone. My name is Harshit, and my group mates are Visalina, Linda, and Dolphy. Our topic for today's group presentation is cybersecurity, and I'm going to start off by sharing a little incident that happened a few months back. So, in March 2020, SFU's security system was breached, and consequently, we had to change our passwords. So, cybersecurity. In a nutshell, cybersecurity can be explained as the protection of systems, networks, programs from cyber attacks. And these cyber attacks can be in the form of malware, phishing, and stealing sensitive information. Cybersecurity is an evolving technology. This is because hackers are finding newer ways and they are getting more innovative to seek out more and more cyber crimes.
It is very crucial for us to know the benefits as well as the challenges of cybersecurity because cybercrime is constantly increasing and businesses as well as people are becoming more vulnerable because of ineffective cybersecurity system. Talking about the benefits, we have four main advantages of installing a cybersecurity software. First one is protection from viruses. It helps the businesses to protect against all kind of virus attacks, spywares, hackers, or malware attacks that can be potential threat to network as well as computer system. Secondly, it safeguards the data. It helps the businesses by providing digital protection to their personal information because cybercrime can make its way to steal the money through personal information of customers as well as employees. Thirdly, it enhances the productivity. Attacks from viruses hinders the productivity of computers because they start lagging, leading to time wastage of employees as well as overall downfall for the business. Using an effective system enhances the overall productivity and boosts the performance by avoiding any freezing or crashing of the computer systems. Lastly, it helps to build the confidence for your customers. If your organization is secured against wide range of digital threats, then you can motivate trust in your clients. For example, PayPal offers a secure way that facilitates transactions, thus winning the trust of their clients. Moving forward, two challenges, we have two main disadvantages. First one being the cost. It takes a lot of money to install a software for cybersecurity. Regular customers will have to buy software such as Norton Virus to make sure that their PC is protected against all sort of viruses, and on the other hand companies will have to install website will have to make sure that their websites are protected against any sort of hacks or leaks. And here comes the point of technical expertise. Companies will have to hire technicians to implement security measures, for example setting up SSL certificate, which stands for Secure Sockets Layer, a global standard security technology for installing network firewalls that forms a barrier between trusted and not trusted network. And lastly, for DNS certification, which blacklists dangerous sites and filters unwanted content. All of this, if configured incorrectly, can block your users from using certain functions on the internet or on your website, which thus posing another challenge.
Now, I'm going to give some examples of cybersecurity to give you guys more context. So some big companies in the cybersecurity industry are Fortinet, Microsoft, KnowBe4, Splunk, and Cisco. These companies offer various services such as VPN, network firewalls, and cloud security. Some popular products in the cybersecurity industry are Norton Antivirus, which helps your PCs to stay protected from viruses, ExpressVPN, which helps you to create a private network, and Dropbox, which provides you with cloud security for your data. And now I'm going to give some examples of an example of a big corporation using cybersecurity. So PayPal is an online payment service which has partnered up with eBay, and most of the suppliers on eBay use PayPal as a source of payment. This is because PayPal uses HTTPS technology, and which stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. And HTTPS basically keeps information such as credit card numbers, usernames, and passwords secure from hackers. So when you go to PayPal's website, you'll see a small lock on the left side of the URL, or you will see HTTPS written before the URL. And when you see this sign, this ensures that whatever you pay is going to be secured, and hackers will not be able to reach your information.
Okay, so now I'm going to walk you through the possibilities and the component of the future of cybersecurity. As most cyber attacks have moved to machine-generated algorithm which automate the whole attacking process, human intervention is not enough to manage them all. Thus, the future of cybersecurity lays on the collaboration between machines and humans. Starting from self-defending machines, establishing a true identity for each client system on the network enables the clients to be able to authenticate every login attempt and request through an authoritative security management platform. Such platform usually compiles with active dictionary to establish the true relationship and user authentications, which provides a clear access control standard on who can access what as well as managing exception by requesting human interventions. Features mentioned above can be acquired by existing applications such as Centrify, which is an external vendor offering industry-specific cybersecurity solution. Because cyber attack involves so quickly, a static identification and authentication is not enough to outgrow constant malicious attack. This is where artificial intelligence comes into the pictures. AI embedded in the security systems help cybersecurity developers to identify vulnerabilities and security issues in advance of the attack. User interface with AI enables a warning mechanism, targets toward risky websites or dangerous security threats, providing real-time protection. In addition, AI is able to create simulated network attacks, revealing weak points that can be patched in return. After all, human interventions come in to address exceptions and policy compiling standards. As for self-defending machines, Active Directory has been defined by knowledgeable personnel from individual organizations. Loopholes and weak points defined by AI has to be fixed and patched by cybersecurity developers. So basically, overall, both humans' effort and machines' power must be collaborated to defend the future of cybersecurity. Thank you.
Moving on to the barriers of adopting an adequate and suitable cybersecurity tool and measure, there are four that stand out. First one is misconception of cybersecurity. For starters, companies do not realize the importance for cybersecurity or is too ignorant to trust their existing security measure. A theory called the Ostrov algorithm is one of the reasons why. It is a strategy of ignoring potential problems on the basis that they may be exceedingly rare. As a result, companies usually have the conception that cyber attacks may never happen to them, which makes them an easy target. In addition, companies obtain security certainty that their central firewall solves all the problem and it may never break, which in turn left their security measure outdated dealing with evolving cyber attacks. Second one is unpredictable cost. Moving on to the cost, it is interesting that for cybersecurity measures and tools, effective measure does not necessarily mean cost prohibitive. However, finding effective and suitable measure can be a long journey and is investment heavy. Companies may bear with the conception that high upfront costs to prevent attacks that may never happen is not worth investing. And then the third one is lack of knowledgeable personnel. In addition, even if companies realize the importance of cybersecurity and have the budget, it is difficult to find people with the right skills to fill in the spots. Not to mention the enormous needs for experienced professionals. The need for experienced professionals to train staff with the process and tools are difficult to fulfill, as well as finding personnel with the right security skills. Though many companies skip this process simply because of lack of time and staff. Last one is technological shift. With the shift to cloud, cybersecurity is more vulnerable than ever. Comparing to traditional infrastructure, cloud saves data into servers that is far from companies physically, which as a result, the existing security measure cannot reach. Though organizations have to extend the security measure beyond the four walls of the company, as the attack surface has significantly increased. This increases the span of the overall process and measure with the other factors that we have just mentioned, making cybersecurity measure even harder to adopt.
Thank you, and these are some of our references.